Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nuzulaifa binti Syahaldin. My metric number is 261327. Now, I would like to present about the concept, target audience, synopsis, and also the segment of our documentary. For the concept, A Cup of History Kluang Coffee documentary is all about video demonstrating the beauty and the authenticity of local coffee. This documentary will show you a simple local coffee and toast, but yet famous among local city people and outsider. A male host will visit the original store at Kluang train station, Johor. This documentary will show and share the review from Kluang Coffee customer on the taste of coffee, food, and also the price. A female program host will clarify the history of Kluang Royal Coffee and visit one of 7 Kluang Royal Coffee branch in Malaysia, which is Rail Canteen at Kota Damansara. And this documentary appropriate for all walk of life, particular coffee drink enthusiasts. Now we go to the synopsis of this documentary. The female host of the program will tell the history and fact in general about coffee, and will concentrate on local coffee, Johor, about Kluang Rail Coffee. The male host also did not forget to obtain public opinion about the coffee and the famous toast. The tasks carried out by the host of the program include sampling the taste of the coffee found in Johor Rail Canteen. The offer menu price of Kluang Rail Coffee is very variable, and there are also facilities for anyone who want to buy powder or sack and can continue to buy it. They for coffee powder for RM 40 ringgit or 20 coffee bag for RM 10 ringgit. This Kluang Rail Coffee has their own regular customer that make Kluang Rail Coffee become famous in Malaysia. The specialty of this coffee is that this coffee is high demand, especially among coffee enthusiasts. We move to segment. We have 3 segments, all of it. For the first segment is host start telling about the fact and history of coffee. In this segment, the segment will start when the host explaining about fact and history of coffee in general. Then she start to talk about one of local coffee in Malaysia, that was Kluang Rail Coffee. For the second segment is the host will go to one of the outlet and try the famous Kluang Rail Coffee. Move to male host went to the original Kluang Rail Coffee branch, which is at train station in Kluang, Johor. The last segment, which is third segment, is program host will bring audience to a few outlets. The host will take you for a walk and showing a few Kluang Rail Coffee outlet and told about what their future plan to make their business sustain.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Nasruddin and my meeting number is 262574. So I will continue my group presentation by explaining technical and equipment. So for our technical and equipment to produce this documentary video, we use a lot of equipment, such as for the camera we use 3 model. The first one is Sony a6300, second is Sony a6400, and the last one is Nikon 5300. We also use a different type of lenses, such as 30mm and 60mm of 1.4, because we need to get a medium shot and wide angle shot to make the video more cinematic. As for the aerial footage, we use DJI Phantom, that's a drone, to get a view of Bandar Kluang. to make sure our documentary have a different perspective or view of Bandar Kluang. Another thing, we also use a gimbal to make sure our footage is smooth, and tripod to get a B-roll that we want. So let's continue for the post-production, that is editing. So for editing part, as you can see on the screen, we use Adobe Premiere and Adobe After Effects. So for Adobe Premiere, as you can see, I put a lot of layer, but the main thing that you want to see is the first layer, what I show in the video. We use the first layers for our main footage. The second layer is for the color grading parts, and the last one is for subtitle. And for the audio layer, we put two layers. The first one is we put the main layer for audio is for the voiceover of the host, and the second layer is for sound background. For After Effects, we use After Effects to make a installation graphic, the maps of the world and the maps of Malaysia, and especially for the Kluang. So the last part is difficulty. So as we know, as we want to complete this documentary video, we shoot on in MCO, Movement Control Order of COVID-19. So it's quite difficult, especially when one of our members stay in Selangor and myself stay in Johor. So to complete this video, we shoot on two different branches. The first one in Kota Damansara, Selangor, and the other one is the original Kluang Coffee that located in Station Kluang, Station Kereta Api Kluang. So the second difficulty that we face is sound environment. As we know, we shoot on the public, so the noise or the sound of people that moving around is quite clear, and I already do some editing on the post-production, but we still can't clear all the noises. So that's two things that we faces while complete this documentary. I think that's all for this presentation. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.